Hello good people and welcome to another session here at Finance Skills Hub. Here we learn, we connect and we grow. In this short video we are going to learn how to summarize data from multiple sources. Now the trick is we are going to use Pivot Table Wizard. This will make it possible for the summary report, which has been consolidated, to update if you make changes in the original sources, either adding a column or adding new sets of rows. As usual, let's head to Excel and see how this is done. So here we are with our data. Same dimension, product here, and then we have data for branch A, branch B, and branch C. For starters, the layout should be the same, but when we are done, we can add rows and columns for each particular branch. So the first thing we are going to do, because we want the data to always update, will be to convert this range into a table. Okay, so to convert to a table, you can go to Insert and do Table, or you can just press Ctrl T. Again, the reason we are using tables is when new data comes in, it will automatically update every calculation we've done or the summary report that we've done. So I convert this and I click OK. So take note of the table name. You can change it in the table design, but I'm maintaining a table 1 for this purpose. So we go to branch B and we do same. Because I'm creating another table, this will be named table 2, and then finally I name this table 3. So I now have 3 tables. Now when you insert tables and you select just this part of the table, you get the name of the table. But if you select the part including the header, okay, like I've done here, the reference is the table name into brackets #all. It just means is the content, the body, and the headers all selected. It is this that we are going to feed into our Pivot Table Wizard for table 2 and 1 as well. The next thing is we are going to launch our Pivot Table Wizard. Now the shortcut is Alt DP. You press these keys one after the other. Okay, it's not by default present. So when you press Alt DP, you get this dialog box. Okay, but if it's not present, if your Alt DP is not working, you can add it to your quick access toolbar, which is usually sitting below your ribbon or on top of your ribbon. Okay, so you can come here and then under more commands, you go to popular commands and change it to commands not in the ribbon. You can scroll down and then choose Pivot Table and Pivot Chart Wizard, add, and then you click OK. Okay, so if your Alt DP is not working, you can use this. So now when I launch this, I get the same dialog box. The idea is this can be used to create a normal pivot table or create a summary report or pivot table from multiple consolidation ranges, which is what we are going to use here. So I'm going to choose multiple consolidation ranges. Okay, and I'm going to create a pivot table and I'll choose next. So here I have the option to create a page field, which I'm going to use to sort of filter my report when it's done. So I'll choose the option to create a single page field for me. You could also do it yourself, but for this purpose we choose the first one and then we go to next. So at this point it's going to ask us for the range, and as we've already created tables, we are going to feed it with a table. So here I have my range and I'm supposed to add the range or tables I'm going to use. Now remember, the name of the table was table 1 hash into square brackets all. Okay, and I close my square bracket. So I'm going to copy this. So I change it for 2 and 3. So I'm going to add this one, which comes to branch A, and then I'll paste and then change this to 2 for table 2 and add that as well. So whatever name you used, you can use that to just make sure you add the into bracket hash all so that it covers the entire table. And then my final table is table 3. So I have table 1, 2, and 3 representing branch A, B, and C. So once I'm done, I'll click next, and it's going to ask me whether I want to create a pivot table in a new worksheet or an existing worksheet. So that I can compare, I'm going to place it in this existing worksheet in H10. So I'll click finish. So now what I get is a pivot table that has all the 3 branches consolidated, values for January and February, March summed up, and I have a grand total here. Okay, so if I want to see only branch C, I can come in here and then choose item 3, which represents only branch C. And if I want to see all, I come back to all, the consolidation. Because this is a pivot table, I can choose to take off the grand totals, so I'm just left with January, February, March. Now this is our final report, but the trick I wanted to show you is that once you have this, and let's say you add another row to branch C, which is pair, and then I fill this 120, 115, and let's say 122. Now watch this. If I go to data and I click refresh all, pair is added to this. If I go to branch A and I add data for, let's say, April, and let's say I fill this with some random numbers between 100 and let's say 900. Okay, copy paste values so that I take off the values. Now when I come to the total and I click refresh all, I get April added. Once this is a pivot table and you use the pivot table wizard to create this report, when you add new rows and columns on refresh, you can get your data updated in your final summary report. Again, please practice and add it to your list of Excel tricks. To receive our short videos, which we send twice a week on Mondays and Fridays, you can send ad to this WhatsApp number. All our old videos are on our YouTube channel, Finest Skills Up. Please visit, subscribe, and get notified when we post new videos, or connect with us on any of these social media handles. Thank you so much for watching.